Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron for the German Empire. In the last episode, we kind of worked on, getting research done, getting troops trained, as you usually do early in the game. And, yeah, the big thing that's been going on is the UK's colonies have been basically seeking independence and moving in that direction, so the British Empire may break up at some point here. The democratic revolution in Japan succeeded, so Japan is now a democracy. And the nationalists won the war in Spain, so they are now a fascist government along with the Italians. And potentially the Brits, because they are going fascist as well. So we shall see how that plays out. As far as the other major power, which I really haven't looked that much into yet, the Soviets, anti-fascist diplomacy, they just seem to be going standard things. So, yeah, they're probably going to be someone we're going to be contending with at some point. Alright, let's go ahead and unpause it. Let's get it rolling. We got stuff to do. End of the Spanish Civil War. Yep, that just ended. We're at 20%. Oh, yeah, we were at 20%. World tension, so I can actually send volunteers again. Were there any wars? Yes, the Chinese War. China and Communist China versus Manchukuo and the Imperial Kwantung territories. These are fascist. Actually, are they fascist? Officially, yes. They're officially fascist. These guys are officially fascist. These guys are allied with the communists, but... I could send volunteers. How many divisions could I send? I could send 3 divisions. Alright then. Oh, let's change your template. I don't really have any need for mountain infantry at the moment. We probably are going to want some mountain infantry, but I'll build an army of that. Alright, you 3. You guys are going to be a new army. And I want to give... I guess we'll go with you. As a commander, let's give you some unique symbol. And color. And then let's send them as volunteers. Alright, just so we can get some more experience. Let's see, forces will arrive 28th of December. Alright, so about 10 days. 11 days. Plus or minus. Alright, now there is one thing I wanted to do. 1939. We're in 38, so we're not quite there yet. Signal companies? Yeah, we're probably going to want that. I do want to work on some of the development of our heavy tanks, because I definitely do want to use a significant amount of heavy tanks in this particular series. And actually, that affords me an opportunity. Heavy tanks. There we go. We're going to start making them. Alright, 3 divisions that we sent have arrived. So let's go ahead and switch over there. Let's get them on the border. Slow things down a little bit. Alright, once we arrive, we'll have to see what the situation is and what we want to do here. It's going to be difficult to break through that. Oil processing is done. Rubber processing? Are we importing rubber? We are importing rubber. So you know what? We're going to go with rubber processing. Get that done. Alright, our fuel is full. So what happens if I stop importing oil? You know what? I'm gonna still import that oil. That's fine. It's only a single factory. I'm not that worried about a single factory. It's not gonna influence anything that much.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
I'm actually going to delete the orders. I'm going to give these guys a bit of manual control. Because it's only 3 divisions, it isn't that much.
Alright.
Can I send, like, volunteer air divisions? Send air volunteers. Let's see what comes of that. So, do I, like, fly my aircraft there? I don't think I've ever really done air volunteers before, so... if we're gonna send, like, 100 BF-109s, can I rebase to one of their air bases? I can, in fact, rebase one of their air bases. And I can put them in that air zone. That's a long flight. Alright. And what if I send some close air support? Send some Stukas.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
The Banovina of Croatia. As a result of continued and increasing problems with Croatian nationalist elements, the Yugoslav government has been necessitated to grant increased autonomy to the Croatians. A new semi-independent state, the Banovina of Croatia, has been called into being, and though it is still nominally a dependency of Yugoslavia, the government's influence in the region has now been greatly reduced. Start of a Yugoslav collapse? Okay, so yeah, Croatia is kind of a semi-autonomous region now. They're a integrated puppet.
Bereit. Greift weiter an.
Let's see if we can achieve a breakthrough here. German war economy. Alright. We now have a bunch more military factories. Let's get a couple, another one building some heavy tanks. What do we actually need? We need medium tanks. Just lots and lots of medium tanks. 478 days. 174 days. Alright. So that's good. What are we going to be doing next? Align Romania. Kingdom of Romania gains Align Romania, which grants daily support for unaligned. Acceptance of unaligned diplomacy. What is Romania doing, by the way? Appoint pro-allied government. Institute royal dictatorship. Current ruling party is democratic. So they're going democratic. Then we're not going to worry about Romania right now. We might absorb them or something at some point. Naval rearmament. That sounds interesting. Rebuild the nation. We don't really need it, but let's see. What do we get? Fan Prussian militarism. A new and better Germany. Bulwark against Bolshevism. Danzig for guarantees. Expatriate the communists. You know what? We're going to go with naval rearmament. 35 days. We'll knock that out. Were we not researching better battleships? We are researching better battleships. We are breaking through. Hunt and destroy is done. We still have 100% bonuses, so let's go ahead and keep working on those doctrines. Alright, hopefully we get some reinforcements in there, which we do. Or we did.
Auf geht's!
Yeah, I think this battle is going to be the
Ausrücken!
better one to join. But that really isn't going anywhere.
Ausrücken!
We no longer get the effects of clamp down on fascism. Alright. Let's start getting some infantry equipment factories back under...
Suchen Deckung!
back working.
Ausrücken!
Modify government. Let's see. Theorist. Nuclear scientist, rocket scientist, blitzkrieg theorist, army experience gain, land doctrine research speed, armor max speed, die bomber, naval theorist, and air warfare. We're gonna take Guderian. There we go.
Befehle! Ausrücken!
Alright, my divisions are in there. Alright, well, we got all of our infantry divisions trained.
Achtung!
Do I want to train some mountain infantry? We really need to work on this, because we are going to be potentially fighting in mountains. Especially if we end up at war with Italy, which is certainly a possibility. So we'll need to edit this. We're going to need to get you... support anti-air... recon, logistics, field hospitals. Banshu envoys have lodged a strong diplomatic protest with our government regarding the presence of our attachés in nations they are currently in a military conflict with. Our attachés will be sent where we please. I don't care. I mean, I have engineers? Engineers? Well, that's all I can do at the moment, so we'll go ahead and make that adjustment. We'll go ahead and start training. Oh, they're considered special forces. We'll train a few of them to figure out where we're going to put them or how we're going to use them, but we'll start training some of them.
Zuhören.
Let's keep that pressure on. Alright, naval rearmament is done. Naval effort. Let's get that done. So all of those should have gone into our current ships. $116 till we get our new battleships, and we'll have to make a design for that, and then start building them.
Angetreten.
Let's see, could I say be on that front and attack that and do it? And be aggressive about it? There you go. Now, world tension is actually below what we need to send volunteers, but we already have our volunteers there, so as far as I know, there's no way to bring them home other than I do want to create a faction of Austria-Hungary. They need world tension at 40%. Yeah, let's go ahead and try and get those infantry factories back up. We're going to need what? We need tungsten. Looks like Portugal's getting some more factories. And some chromium. And we don't have any decisions to improve our own extraction, right? No, we don't. Turkey. We will buy some tungsten from them. Or chromium from Turkey. Okay. I want to set up some radar stations. Get some more military factories going. Alright, well, they're attacking everywhere. The Kingdom of Romania joined the Novus Imperium Romanum, okay? Romania has joined an alliance with the fascists. That's interesting. Australia severs ties with Britain. In a hotly contested vote, a small majority of the Australian Parliament decided the country should leave the British Empire. The last few remnants of British legal rule have been declared null and void. John Curtin has already signed the declaration into law, thereby bypassing a long-standing legal tradition of royal assent being granted by the Governor-General and turning Australia into a fully sovereign nation. Parliament also voted to form a constitutional committee, which will discuss and advise on changes that will be made to the Constitution to remove all traces of British intervention into Australian affairs. Alright, so Australia is now an independent state. Yep, I think we'll just let those guys do their thing. We're going to get some army experience for it. Alright, free dockyards. Naval efforts done. Expand dockyard facilities. I'm going to see even more dockyards. This will add a synthetic refinery. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. So I want to try to build any more ships. Admiral Hipper class. Cruisers. I have to look at what the fleet currently looks like.
Achtung!
I want to look at the fleet. There we are. The fleet. Oh yeah, you need to be transferred over. There we go. We have 5 destroyers. I guess we'll turn that into a new patrol fleet over there. So we have 2 battleships, essentially. 4 heavy cruisers. 2 light cruisers. It's not terrible. Do we have anything that resembles a aircraft carrier? Converted battleship hull. I have 37 naval experience. Can I actually do anything with this to get it operational? It needs hangar space. Do you want to armor the deck or more hangar space? Let's see. Anti-air. We don't have any radar. Let me give it some secondary batteries. Germanic mythology. Famous battles. Fish. Animals. Rivers. Imperial carriers. I guess we'll go with that. Because these are just converted hulls, right? Converted battleships? Yeah, we'll go with Imperial carriers. I am now completely blanking on how to spell Zeppelin. There we go. Save it. Alright, let's get one. And that brings me to, do I even have any aircraft that can go on a carrier? I don't know. But we are at the end of the episode. We will look into that later. Alright, so for now, we'll end it here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.